Now, with more than 60% of Nigerian voters being 24 years and under, every political party paid special attention to them during the campaigns. It is believed that this group of voters might have determined the outcome of the elections. Now, to get more insights into the role the youth played in the election, I'm joined by Ganiyah Tope Fajingbesi, accountant and host of Impact Africa at TFAJ 17, also a member of the USA for Buhari Group. Jamila Fagge, social media analyst and host of VOA's Hausa youth program, Yau Dagobe, today and tomorrow. Ladies, welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you very much.
Now, if I may begin with you, Ganiyah, you know, many people, many politicians in Nigeria really wanted to address the youth. And one of those who did that very vigorously was Jonathan. And they said, I'm the younger person, I represent you, and therefore we are the future of the country. Did his message really get across to the youth?
And I don't think so. I think he tried to address the youth, but I don't think his message got across. And it was ironic that a person like Buhari, who is in his 70s, got across to the youth faster, because he addressed not his age, but the issues that the youth are facing: unemployment in the South, terrorism in the North. So, you know, I think that was the message that the youth were looking at.
Yeah. Now, Jamila, how did the youth themselves take this message of the present and the future of Nigeria and convert it and transform it into votes that ended up actually benefiting Buhari?
As Buhari mentioned actually in his speech, the media played an important role in doing that, both traditional media and new media, because we've noticed that the youth right now, they all converge on social media networks. So if you want to reach them, you have to be able to meet them where they are. So he was able to build up a team. How he did it, it's amazing.
So he was the more media savvy guy than
he had
Jonathan?
a team that was able to capture that market and at least speak to them about the issues that she just mentioned.
Yeah.
So that to me spoke volume, and it's the reason why a lot of the youths came out full throttle and really exercised their right.
Now, Ganiyah, you know, many people think, oh, well, the elections in Nigeria are so much about security. You briefly mentioned the issues that were more important to the youth. Can you kind of be a little more specific? Mention the difference between those in the North and those in the South. You
know, being from the South, I can talk about the issues that we were facing. Every time we want to recruit people in you know, our foundation and other places, and you ask for somebody, you know, that is maybe an accounting graduate to apply for a job, you have hundreds of people with PhDs, masters, who are young and they're at home and they're not working. So this was the issue that people were really looking at: who can create jobs for us? Security is great, it's good to address that, but you also have to look at why are people, you know, fighting, and it's because they're unemployed.
And they're communicating on social media.
Yes.
Jamila, in the North, what was the slight difference, perhaps, in the what was more important to the youth of the northern part?
Being from the North and talking to them every day, it looks like security was their biggest concern. Every single time that you try to talk about the unemployment issue, the education issue, they always want to talk about, oh, all of that, it's by the way, once they get the security issue taken care of, then everything will be taken care of. But we've noticed that amongst Nigeria in general, so yes, there's the whole North and South divide, but there's a strong number that indicates that 80% of Nigerians are unemployable. So even the graduates are not able to actually, you know, present themselves well enough to actually be, you know, to be employable. So there is a problem between the North and the South: security and, you know, education and employment. But at the end of the day, we still have one major concern: the youth are unemployable. We need to fix that.
How critical, in a very few seconds, has this election been, and what does it mean to the future of the youth in Nigeria and the nation?
I think the youth they've convinced the electoral process that they are the people to focus on. They have showed people that we can take your money and still not vote for you.
Yes.
Which they did in the South.
Yes.
Yes.
And last one, if you say.
It's absolutely true. And they've actually showed that, look, we matter and we can vote out. So it's not that right now APC has won, but they have shown that they have the power to vote out whoever is not doing what they're supposed to do. So.
Well, Jamila, Ganiyah, thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for having us.
Okay, Ganiyah Tope Fajingbesi of USA for Buhari and Jamila Fagge, host of VOA's Hausa Service Youth Program, Yau Dagobe.